All right, speaking of content, this next one screwed me up, sort of.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. It kind of screwed me up. This guy, this guy was in the parking lot. He was in the handicap spot, and a woman approached him apparently, and had kind of profiled him like, you don't look like you should be in a handicap spot. But he did have the pass. He should be in a handicap spot. He thought, or she thought, approaching him, that the pass could have belonged to someone else, and he was kind of exploiting it by being in that spot because he's a young person. And the assumption is that in order to be in a handicap spot, you had to be, I don't know, more disabled than he was, or not look like him. In her mind, I guess that's the idea, the approach. Allegedly, that's the idea.
Okay.
Do you need to say something?
No.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And anyway, so she approached, and then he's like, check this out. I got a fake leg. You screwed up. How dare you approach me and profile me like that and harass me? And so he puts the clip on TikTok, and the clip goes somewhat viral. He doesn't actually have a video clip of her approaching him. Now, I should say, to be clear, him being offended by it totally makes sense, right? Like you don't want to be in a situation like that, to prove to somebody that you're disabled, and like, you got the permit. Obviously, you would like to go about your business and just.
Yeah.
But see, here's where things took a turn for me. Here's where things took a turn for me. I clicked on his TikTok where the whole thing emerged from. And I don't know if this should matter or not, and I want people to make up their own mind on this. But I clicked through on his TikTok, and I realized he's got a whole thing going on. So in the second part of the video clip, he approaches the woman, an older woman, and kind of puts the heat on her. Like, how dare you? What were you doing? I don't care. She's like, let me speak. She's like, I just didn't think it was you. And he's like, you had no right to.
She was like regretful.
Well, I don't know if she was trying to defend her. Really, that's outside the spectrum of what I'm trying to say. It's more that he kind of aggressively approached her. Fine, you're offended. I got it, man. I got it. You got the permit. I got it. But then there's another follow-up, which is, now I'm at the police department, and I'm going to try and file a formal complaint about what this person did. After the approach, after the initial video. And then there's a follow-up to that, which is, the police tell me that there was no crime committed, so they can't do anything. But now I want you to go to McDonald's, Australia, and tell them to release the footage of the person having approached me. And I'm just like, I do not condone doing what the person did as far as approaching the vehicle, but to what extent is it enough to go up and say, hey, you screwed up? Or it kind of reminds me of the Julian Edelman thing from the other day, where he was super gracious about his approach.
Sure.
Imagine if you really want this person to change their behavior or habit, don't you want to prove to them in your approach that you want them to take a different approach themselves? You come with your approach, and it kind of rubs off on them. If you come up calm and collected, composed, and you say, hey, just want to let you know that taking that approach, going up to vehicles, it's going to hurt some people's feelings, you know? They got the badge. It's already a problem for them in their life. And to have you policing it is going to make them feel bad. And you might want to think twice next time. And that's all. And maybe she apologizes, maybe she doesn't. But at least at that, you're kind of broadcasting the energy that you hope to get back from them.
Sure.
You're kind of not letting your emotions get the best of you in the moment. And it's hard to do. I will say, it's hard to do. But when you go full military on it, when you go full nuclear on it, the consequence might be the complete opposite. The consequence might be that others will end up digging their heels in. Now, I don't know. I didn't see the approach. It's not captured here on these particular tweets, not TikToks. I don't know how malicious she was. You only see the exchange after the fact. But after heading to the person's profile, it just shifted my perspective just a little bit. I see all the content, and I see sort of the calculated nature of it. And it makes me kind of a little more suspect. Now, I'm not, again, I do not condone what the individual did in this situation. To go up and harass somebody, it's really nothing to do with them, and the person has the correct permit and everything else. But I'm just not sure I necessarily am with the approach on this. Now, again, I'm speaking from a place of comfort over here. I'm not personally being harassed. And so the emotional thing is hard to keep it all in check. But I'm just putting that out there into the universe that if you actually want to convert somebody, sometimes the aggressive approach might not be the best one.
I agree.
Just putting that into the universe as an option.
Sure.
Just throwing an option out there.
Yeah.
And
Options
also
are
to
thrown.
anybody out there that feels like the disability police, better idea to take it easy.
Yeah.
Take it easy, particularly if the permit is there and everything else.